y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Ladder Madness. It's going down this morning, Sunday morning. What time is it? We're 10:44, my bad. Anyway, let's get ready to go down. Peace.
Greetings, and welcome to the Open Contract Playoffs.
That's right, party people, and this Vega card kicks off with major implications as Chief Neosho has done the unthinkable, or is it? Because that's what the title was designed for anyway. He has vacated the Devil's Blood Championship in order to sign a contract for a future shot at the Devil's Blood Championship, which means we have us a vacant title match in our mid-card, big baby. And you also know we got two open contract ladder matches here on the card tonight, and also another championship matchup as Lil Bobcat puts her title on the line against Amelia Whitebear. But enough of me yapping, let's get on with the scrapping so we can all bear witness to what is about to happen. 8 divas duking it out in the first match to see who will climb the ladder and grab that briefcase to get them an open contract here on
The Dopest Steve Fed on YouTube.
Take It Away, Cletus. Let's do this like two nudists. All right, y'all, live and direct in New York City. Divas in the first bout, and it's going down.
The following contest is the Money in the Bank ladder match. To win this match, the winner is a superstar who climbs up the ladder and retrieves a briefcase with a contract inside of it to be cashed in over the next year, anytime.
She tried to get some from Christine Ross Harris and ended up getting got. Like Mama always said, to go and get a ass, you have to bring a ass. So there's a chance that you might get your ass kicked. We're going in a battle anyway. Enough of the motherly lessons from my childhood. And let's get on with these divas duking it out. Party people. If you cannot hang with the big dog, stay your punk ass on the porch, baby. Big Dog Bev making her debut here this morning at the Open Contract Playoffs, baby. And for those who have not been watching the channel, you're just tuning in and checking us out, this one right here made her claim to fame in the rising frequencies. Most notably, this match right here, which prompted us to boost her up to our roster and add her into the fold. Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. For you here. Star-studded lineup for you here this early morning. I told you, with this new time slot, we gonna have a habit of going on early.
This is a DJ Soul Search
And it
production.
goes a little something like this. My pick to win it all.
And from Dallas, Texas, Christy Harris.
Yeah, the American baddie. Up in this piece at 15 and 12. Last outing, you see her kicking the crap out of Akira Okoye, who tried to ambush her earlier on in that match. And if my calculations are correct, she's up in that series 2-1. One series to keep your eye on and a match here tonight to keep your eyes glued on, because they'll probably lock it up a couple of times for some intense moments, because they absolutely cannot stand each other. Speaking of people that people can't stand, everybody hates Becca Sue, as she has three husbands under the same roof at the same time.
Representing Country Dominance from Omaha, Nebraska, Becca Sue.
Hey, what you call an overabundance, she calls a variety being the spice of life. Speaking of spice, it was kind of salty her last outing, getting her butt handed to her by May Sean. And May Sean happens to be trending in the upper direction. Anyway, back to Becca Sue getting her butt kicked. Can she get off the schneid today? We shall see in Becca Sue. My pick. Oh, that's right, I did pick Chrissy here. Anyway, Becca Sue is my second favorite to win this one. Yeah, my picks change with the wind, just like Lady Momentum.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
All right, party people, y'all know that music.
From Moscow, Russia.
In the words of Tremont from Game of Thrones, a big woman is in the building. And I'm like a kid in a candy store when she walks in. That great presence. Her last time in competition, she almost pulled one out by way of Akira, but Sienna snuck one in for the victory in that #1 contenders match. Can she add her name in the book, which is Frequency Pro Wrestling? We shall
This is a
see.
DJ Soul Search production.
Speaking of seeing, we haven't seen this one in a very long time.
Pretty Mean Sisters from Victoria, Texas. Snow.
Yes, it took me a minute to find a Snowstorms available on the community, and she's here, party people. You haven't seen her in a grip. Matter of fact, since 2022 content was aired, and she's back here tonight. you get to witness the evolved version of Snowstorm. Over 6 months out of competition, haven't seen her since last season. But she's gracing New York City with her appearance here tonight, and I am, like I said, like a kid in a candy store with all these divas, all these different flavors to choose from. Who will win this one?
And from Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
And you know my beloved Barter had to come to the party as she won her way into this one via the simulated tournament. But her last time out, she was in one of our epic battles that we had on this channel, on this brand. Our first ever casket match, where she fell flat against Bad Girl Jill, but still displaying an outstanding record at 12 and 14. My beloved Barta, Sienna, in the building, here for you.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
All right, our re-party people on your feet.
from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jay Quinn.
Jay Quinn, another one who got her way in via the tournament, big baby. And in her last bout, this is how it turned out. Knocking Zayna the F out. Coming in at 11 and 15, just a little bit under 500 is Jay Quinn. She's been around with us ever since 14. Started off as a backstage interviewer / commentator and analyst. But now, since the company won't release story mode, she's been bumped up to the main roster. And we about to witness the action go down, party people. Here it is. Bam! And you say, oh man, this is a joke jam. As these women are gonna kick the crap out of each other to see who will be the one to climb the mantle and grab that briefcase suspended in the air above the ring. Now, I like to tell you, party people, I am ecstatic about Snowstorms being back on the roster, as well as the newcomers that have been added to the roster from the Rising Frequency brand, and to add fuel to the fire, we will have that series up and running by the end of the month. So you can get a glimpse at the new additions that are set to make their way to the roster. But right about the here and the now, Watts Harris, going for the briefcase, but her nemesis says, oh no. You ain't going out like that, not that fast. And Akira with a splash on her as Sienna sneaks up the ladder. Took her out of briefcase. No straps loosened as her attempt was foiled by the ladder being knocked down. And Sienna suspended in the air, fall onto that ladder. My beloved Barter hops right up though and into the clutches of the big woman. Snowstorm and Becky Sue on the outside going at it. Haymaker style from Becca Sue. Gut wrench. And downs the returning Snowstorm. The question is, who will be the Supreme Diva in this contest? We got a lot of favorites going on in here. So stay tuned in, because in our main event, we got the men's ladder match going down for you here today. In our Vega card, our month ender, The open contract playoffs, aka ladder madness. Speaking of madness, this is absolute bedlam. Bodies flying everywhere, moves executed out of oblivion. You got Bulldog Bev out there working on Jay Quinn. So far, the rookie with an impressive showing. Snowstorms and Jay Quinn on their back at the moment. My two favorites to win, I'm just joking. Christine Watts Harris is my pick. Mosca with the pedigree on Becca. Laid her out and Mosca goes to the top of the ring. I mean the ladder, my bad, I'm so ecstatic. If Mosca wins this one, this was gonna be a big win for her career. And she got one strap unloosed. One button unloosed. Snap unloosed, excuse me. And who's up there foiling her plans? Sienna. And Mosca from the top of the ladder down on Barda. And Becca and Akira in the center of the ring. Nice power slam by Akira. And now Akira is taking her chances at the snaps. But the ladder is knocked off from under and she falls right into an electric chair drop issued by her hated rival. Jay Quinn over and out the ring. Her and Bulldog Bob Bev. Big Dog Bev O'Bannon. Boy, have been locking it up a lot in this matchup. I think we have the makings of a nice little rivalry between those two. As Jay Quinn back up and gets the ladder and starts swinging and knocks the rookie out of the competition. O'Bannon shaking the cobwebs out of her head as Harris with the power slam on Jay Quinn. And Mosca back to the top of the ladder. One more again. And another snap. She's got two of them. But watch Harris up there to halt her efforts once again. And now the big woman being woman-whopped by the American Baddie. And kicked off the ladder, and now it is Christine all by her lonesome, who is knocked down by Jay Quinn. And now Jay Quinn with the ladder. And the look around, it seems that nobody is in sight. No one paying attention to Jay Quinn as she releases all of the snaps. And Jay Quinn walks away with the open contract briefcase in matchup number 1.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Here is your winner, and Miss Money in the Bank, Jay Quinn.
Jay Quinn with an immaculate, monumental victory here in matchup number 1 in your early morning party, people. Stay tuned as we get ready for matchup number 2 of the day. As Amelia Whitebear takes on her niece and fellow, I wish tribe member Little Bobcat here in our next contest. Now I see that one happening, party people. Oh, one. Is that an upset or not? It'd be one heck of a poll question now, wouldn't it?
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Championship.
Credit to your GM because
This is
I
a
beat
DJ Soul
him.
Search production.
Alright, a inner family feud of sorts. Party people going down here on your Sunday morning. Auntie versus niece championship on the line. Amelia Whitebear coming in at 1-1. Impressive victory last week over her niece, Little Bobcat. And that's why she's in this matchup, because it is a policy on our brand. If you beat my champion, you get to meet them for their championship. How about that? Opportunities popping up out of the wazoo. And dig this. This one right here is a 75 overall. Living proof that your rankings, your overall don't mean ish around here. Anyone can have an off day. And that might mean opportunity for the one who comes out on top. You know what time it is. We don't be harboring titles around here, but these characters, they just hold on to them. What did I be? This one's nice.
This is a DJ
We
Soul
shall
Search
see.
production.
As a champion makes her way to the ring, Little Wildcat, y'all here in New York City. Get a rope. Your Frequency Women's Champion, party people, Little Bobcat. Stellar record 15-10. Well over the 500 mark. What's that, like 70%? Way to go, LBC. LBC in the NYC. Here this morning. Our first time ever being on the East Coast, and we enjoyed it thus far. As we get set for this Frequency Women's Championship, let's do this.
Introducing the challenger from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Amelia waits and her opponent from Wichita, Kansas, the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Champion, Little Bobcat.
All right, y'all. High stakes in this one. Will the record of Little Bobcat being flawless, defending this title, get a L at it or a W? I don't know what the outcome is. I ain't trying to predict it, but it's underway as Auntie comes out with that impressive strength of hers, channeling her inner spirit animal, the bear. And you see right there, her with that quick wrap up, lightning fast. Little Bobcat needs to watch out for the speed as well as the strength of Amelia Whitebear as she turns the tide on old Auntie and hits her with a nice cutter. Cutting her down here in the Big Apple, big baby. Twice. We're breaking her down to her last compound. And a nice fisherman suplex on old Auntie. Little Bobcat looking very focused in this one as she's coming out after turning the tide on her auntie. Still maintaining momentum in this one, and old auntie has to back out of the ring to get a breather. But Nisi Poo is right on her. And the counter by White Bear, banging the head up. Little Bobcat ain't going for the cover. It's only a 1 count. Generic Ric Flair as our referee. Dollar store Ric Flair. That's our ref. Extreme Rules, as you see the chair by White Bear. And a kendo stick that meets her auntie. Little Bobcat teaching lessons here in matchup number 2. This morning's festivities, we like to show gratitude to everyone in attendance here and everyone that is yet to catch the replay later on. However you do it, just make sure you engage with us by hitting the like, share, or subscribe button. After all, it costs you nothing. Action on the outside has now turned tide and back on the inside. Little Bobcat with the whip, now grabbing auntie, setting her up with something off the ropes. But it's countered by White Bear, who comes back with a flurry of offense that ends in a side slam. This is what you call taking your niece to school, but hold up a second. Little Bobcat with the counter and hits her with the rude awakening and goes for the cover. And it's only a 2 count. Auntie was almost out without a doubt as Little Bobcat controlling the lifeless body of her competitor in this bout. By the way, Amelia is taking a butt kick, and it's hard to believe that she beat Little Bobcat, but she has. And an impressive victory it was over our champion. But right about now, that back suplex says otherwise. And White Bear comes back with a nice lariat. And gets back on track. And downs the champion. The champ float over DDT right on the logo. But Auntie hops right back up and issues offense herself. Nice choke slam, double handed style. And back to that impressive strength by White Bear, who drops Little Bobcat to earth. And now, once again, rookie mistake mocking her competitor. Instead of using that energy to put her away is White Bear. Off of the rope with the big splash on to Little Bobcat. White Bear definitely in control right about now, as she's setting Little Bobcat up for a nice elbow to the grill and off the ropes again with a splash. Taking the wind out of her competitor's sails with the spinning raindrop, baby, as she goes for the cover on Little Bobcat. This is a clincher. New champion. No! The match goes on. White Bear outside the ring and under the apron, and comes out with another chair. Well, Little Bobcat is right there to say, hell to the no. We ain't going out like that, sister. Auntie, as she hangs her on the rope and takes the air out of the lungs of Amelia White Bear. Breaking the bear down by going for the massive arms of Amelia White Bear. And one more time with the arm DDT. And wrenching is Little Bobcat on that left arm of White Bear. And now going for the ender. And it's 2.5. Way to go. Way to go, referee. I'm not going to say anything else about you looking like a cheap version of Ric Flair. Little Bobcat sizing up White Bear. And now, with the spine breaker. And a high knee to follow. White Bear with no response in the skin it. As Little Bobcat with her spinning basement kick and goes for the cover. And just like that, party people, it's a wrap here in matchup number 2. Little Bobcat retains the Frequency Women's
This is
Championship.
a DJ Full Search production.
Here is your winner, and still Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Champion, Little Bobcat.
Oh yeah, flawless she is in defending that title. Little Bobcat with the victory here in matchup number 2. Stay tuned for matchup number 3 as it goes down. Our vacant Devil's Blood Championship is next. And you'll find out who's in it when it goes down. Ain't nobody gonna beat this chick and take this belt from her, are they? All right, party people, impromptu Devil's Blood Championship.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match and is for the Alliance Zone Dragon Championship. Making his way to the ring from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 240 pounds, Zach Wolf.
Yeah, former Devil's Blood champion in his own right, Zach Wolfensteiner, bitten to get back a championship that he once held. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the entire contents of our Devil's Blood division in this one.
And his opponents, first from Springfield, Illinois, weighing in at 159 pounds, Gary Gang R.
Yeah, Gary Gamer has had a tough start around these parts, losing to Tyson Watts a couple of weeks ago, and then 2 days ago, he dropped one in the play-in match. Will he come out on top on this one today? The man's been having a heavy workload as of late, trying to climb the ladder of success here on Frequency. Speaking of the ladder of success,
representing Country Dominance from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 215 pounds, Rufus!
well, who would ever thought that young man from Kentucky would receive such a welcome here in New York City. His last time out with his buddy Jeffro, they downed one against the champs, the Misfits. And Jeffro dropped one the other night as well in the play-in match. Will Rufus bring his faction back to prominence here tonight with a victory?
from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 228 pounds, KC Reed.
Yeah, KC Reed ripped and lands a hard faction. Anyhow, this young man, former Central State champion, came up short in a triple threat match. In his last time in singles competition. But tonight he looks as if he is on a mission. Devil's Blood Championship, here in your mid-card, baby. Party people on your feet to the beat this morning. And we getting down our brass tacks in mid-card action. These four competitors fighting for the right to own that Devil's Blood Championship. You got three former champions and a rookie upstart going at it, which complete our Devil's Blood division. Spanish flyby gamer on KC Reed went forward, only a 1 count. And Gamer's on fire as I speak. He makes a jerk out of me by miscuing on his move. Everybody's switching dance partners back and forth like a cameo song. As KC Reed with the assisted inverted power slam, and Wolfensteiner hitting everything with that kendo stick. One big collision is what we're witnessing right about now. Chaos unleashed as everybody is hitting everybody with everything and anything they can pick up. So far, kendo stick getting a lot of usage. Gamer and Reed hook back up. Oh, Wolfensteiner steps in, and Gamer gets back in on him, float over. DDT into an R-bar. These guys showing you a very vivid display of how our Devil's Blood division gets down. Thing about this title is, if you hold it, you can immediately vacate it and sign yourself an open contract for the Mad Hood Championship. I said it wrong earlier in the beginning of the stream. Allow me to correct myself. Frankensteiner takedown on Rufus by Wolfensteiner. Looked like a double team by Reed and Rufus on Wolfensteiner. And now they go to battle against each other. Rufus with the cover on Reed. And it's only a 2 count indeed. As Gamer and Wolfensteiner into it. And the thing about them is they got into a little bit of a skirmish in his matchup against Tyson Watts 2 weeks ago. And I'm wondering, is this a carryover from that very moment? They're outside just absolutely going to war as Rufus and Reed are on the inside. Rufus, like he's setting up to take flight. And a drop kick to the grill of KC Reed. Elimination fatal 4-way style. As Rufus with the running kick on a unsuspecting gamer. And it's only a 2 count. Woo! You snooze, you lose. And you might catch a shoe or two. You're trying to catch a breather. And once again, party people, we would like to ask you to hit the like, share, or subscribe button or engage in any way that you can. And speaking of engage, Gary Gamer has an engagement with the Showers as he's the first eliminated in this matchup, taking him down to a 0-3 start. Gamer not getting off the schneid in this one. Wolfensteiner just standing there with a table. And I guess he was baiting Rufus to come in there and get that. And a little bit of that. As Reed out there getting a well-deserved rest period in to maybe go in and do some damage and lick up the scraps of the aftermath, which is Wolfensteiner and Rufus. Check, mic check. All right. Well, I'll sound for a minute there. Anyway, back into the action. Nice side slam by KC Reed. And now he's going to give Wolfensteiner something to think about with the rope hang. And now dominating both competitors is Reed. Well, Wolfensteiner comes back, and so does Rufus. A nice double team of sorts by the two to knock out KC Reed, who is staring at the stars. Speaking of stars, Rufus goes to wake him up with some punches and a mud hole stomping, and goes for the cover. And KC Reed is no longer a participant in this matchup. He's back there with Gamer. Maybe after taking a shower, they can play a game of poker or something. Spades, dominoes, whatever they do into the rest of the live stream. And we get the hell out of New York. Live and direct from some banquet hall here at Madison Square Garden. We seek meager accommodations, mean we get a very poor venue. That way all the money is ours. You know how the rich do it. So we're mimicking them. Trash can in the phone. And Wolf is in total control as he goes for the cover on Rufus. And Rufus kicks up out of that one. Wolfensteiner can't put Rufus away and claim that title. Rufus now waking up and channeling his inner beast and throws the chair at the head of Wolfensteiner. Absolutely brutal. Like his entrance theme music title. As Wolfensteiner with the single leg back suplex. And just like that, party people, it's a wrap. The two-time Devil's Blood champ, Zach Wolfensteiner.
Alliance Zone Dragon Champion, Zach Wolf and Steiner.
Oh man, you know what that means, don't you? Anybody under his managerial guidance gets numerous opportunities at the gold the top gold in their gender class. Excuse me. I'm absolutely ecstatic that Wolfensteiner came in here and got a victory. Anyhow, our next matchup is a Beat My Champ Challenge.
It's me, Zach Wolfensteiner. Since I'm the Devil's Blood Champion, my client deserves a title shot. Today, you're the GM. Make it happen. And remember, without my resources, your investigation would be nothing.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
New York City, are you ready for your brand new Sirens Women Champion? Well, here she is if you're not.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Kansas City, Kansas, the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Global Champion, Fendi.
Yeah, check it, our fresh new champion won that belt she's rocking about 7 days ago. Almost about this time, she defeated Shark Girl D. And is the queen of her division, Fendi, who awaits her opponent.
This is a
And
DJ Soul Search
representing
production.
the Villagers from Manila, Philippines, Ramelle.
But in regards to this one, she defeated then champion Shark Girl D. And as a result, she came in and made her case for this matchup right here. Can Ramelle defeat two Sirens Women's Champions in a row? Former midweight champion herself. Definitely not a small fry by any stretch of the imagination, and the bell tolls. And Fendi comes out with a cafe suplex, controlling her challenger for a brief moment in the game, and Ramelle comes back and shows you that MMA background of hers as she downs the champion and goes under the ring for a ladder. Amen to that. Right in the spirit of this Vega card. It's only fitting that you see a ladder in an Extreme Rules match. Anyway, Ramelle going to task on Fendi, sending her to the steps. The other thing about this one is the referee's not on the outside, so I'm pretty sure you got to do this one outside and finish it inside of the ring. And Ramelle is doing as instructed by breaking a kendo stick over the beautiful head of Fendi. Still putting a beat down on her. Two and to the gut of Fendi. Ramelle relentless. Clawing her way back into the championship picture. A signature win here will definitely keep her name in our mouths in regards to her going up for that belt of Fendi's. Looking like we're headed back into the ring for the action. As Fendi jumps up like she's awakened from a slumber and goes for the submission lock on the lower leg of Ramelle, who beats her way out of it. Separation, and the match continues. Ramelle off the middle rope with a nice punch and goes for the pinfall on the champ. Only a 2 count. Intense indeed is the competition in the Sirens women's division. And mum is a word from Shark Girl D in regards to invoking a rematch to regain her title. She writes her own ticket. She held that belt for 383 days. And when we hear something, we will update you. But all about the here and the now, our current champion in dire straits as Ramelle goes to get weaponry. But the champ responds with a snap suplex. And back and forth again we go off the second rope with a punch from Ramelle. Second dose of that she's giving Fendi. But Fendi, fierce challenger indeed, or should I say champion indeed. And as I get the jeffing her up, Ramelle gets the effing her up with a combo and downs the champion and goes for another attempted pinfall. And it's only a 2 count. Way to go, referee in there who has hair like Ric Flair. You don't turn your back on a competitor like Fendi. And Ramelle's paying her dues. What are the consequences for her actions? As the champ has gained control and Ramelle has to roll out of the ring to shake the cobwebs out. And foolishly follows Ramelle outside. And Ramelle gains momentum once again in the matchup. As she stays on Fendi with the punches to the grill. And the champ responds with a nice counter. And back and forth these two go. Seesaw battle, to say the least, between these two. And if you think that's bad, the next matchup is even fitted to be just as intense, if not more intense. Trash can entered into the fold, and Fendi goes to work. And downs Ramelle with a side buster, going for the cover. No count at all. And Fendi goes back to being a sanitation worker and hits Ramelle with the trash can. And foils her attempt to grab another weapon from underneath the apron. And a boot to that arm, but Ramelle gets her in a fireman's carry position into a discus punch. And now working on Fendi with a suplex. Holding that lower back is Fendi out while she is looking up at the rafters. Maybe thinking about the hereafter after that beatdown received from Ramelle. But she wakes up in time to catch Ramelle with a table in hand and take command. And Fendi back with a chair, but she don't get to use it. and is wide open for another one of those punches off the middle rope. And Ramelle lying in wait, about to set her up for the BFT, but Fendi counters and snatches her finisher and gives her a high knee for the disrespect that she's shown the champ by dominating the matchup thus far. But if you're tuning in right now, you really can't tell, because Fendi's putting a beat down on Ramelle and hits her with the backstabber and goes for the cover. And just like that, party people, it's over. Ramelle
This is a DJ
don't have
Soul
claim to
Search
Fendi's
production.
belt after this one. Silence the critics, she has indeed here tonight. Fendi with a hard-fought victory over Ramelle Santos. Stick around, party people, because our next matchup includes the count 'em, three bad nurses and three individuals that have teamed up that we are thinking about putting in the Fighting Furies Championship Division. The Botany Babes team up with a brand new rookie hopeful who's gotten off to a red hot start. You'll find out who that is here in mere moments. But until then, rock out with me and peace. All right, party people. Trios division
This is a DJ Soul
on
Search
display.
production.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Black Forest, South Australia, and
Tangy, a newcomer from our Rise and Frequency brand, had her victory at Monolithic over two other competitors that are rookies also. The Rise and Frequency candidates are making their presence felt here. Tangy coming in with a 2-0 record. Her victory to get her propelled to this roster and her victory at Monolithic.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
And party people, you know these two, the Botany Babes, former Frequency Women's Tag Team Champions.
the Good Girls.
Yeah, man, apologies to Sarah and Smokey last week for getting them mixed up. Hence the reason why we need to be monetized so we can buy bigger monitors, people. Help us out. Anyway, shameless plug. And remember, these two at one time were the only two to hold the Frequency Women's Tag Team titles besides the two bad nurses. So I would say that puts them in the upper echelon of our Women's Tag Team division, as they are in good company. When it comes to competition, if you're up there with the two bad nurses, And since they've added one, I'll say screw the 3 bad nurses. And speaking of New York City, this is a definition of bringing up pain like 3 bad nurses. The pain from these mammy flipping verses. Ridiculous thirst involving hearses. Ladies and gentlemen of New York City, I give you malpractice.
Zone fighting Triple Crown champions, the Brood.
Rumor around here is that the Botany Babes have these bad nurses of mine number when it comes to competition, defeating them the last 2 times they went up against them. In fact, if you look at their records, they are identically flip-flopped. The Botany Babes at 8-14 and Malpractice coming in at 14-8. If the Botany Babes are the ones that happen to have the 3 bad nurses number, they've had a while and a whole lot of tape studying at their disposal. A lot of footage. They've been many battles, going toe-to-toe. But right about now, in the polls, why don't you answer the question? Check out this matchup and answer the question, should we add Tangy into the Botany Babes and put them in the Fighting Furies division? As Rosetta goes for a cover. On Smokey, but she picks up Sarah and Sarah responds and flips her over as Smokey on the outside taking a breather and Tangy going between Budessa and Nurse Red. Now Smokey is between the 2 receiving a beatdown, but Smokey hopping right back up to get in mode. But Budessa there with the headbutt. As another pinfall attempt in the ring, Rosetta going between Sarah and Tangy, keeping the newcomer out of the action. And it looked like Tangy waited on her turn to get some get back on Rosetta. And Budessa creeps in while the newcomer has her back turned. And that's the wrong thing to do against the 3 bad nurses. Budessa immobilizing Tangy and now going outside the ring to join her comrades. Tangy looking out of sorts, out of sync in this one as she goes for a dive to the outside and misses everything and now is in the clutches of Budessa. The Voodoo Priestess, non-conventional medical experience, who has teamed up with the surgeon and the psychiatric physician. Imagine going to see your therapist and it's Nurse Red. Sitting there in makeup, scared the crap out of you. Anyway, scared the truth right out of you, really. In fact, more therapists should wear makeup that look like Nurse Red. Anyway, Tangy is back from the dead, putting out Budessa, and now connects with a dive move outside onto the Voodoo Priestess, giving her a lesson in knuckles to the grill and going under the apron. What's that? She got a hockey stick, big baby. Swing it, trying to bring it But Budessa caught her off guard and is now hitting her with headbutts to the back of the head 3 times. Does Budessa on Tangi, and she's out for the count. Budessa there to break up the pinfall by Smokey. As Sarah and Rosetta going to absolute war. On the far side of the ring, Tangi back in with a pullback lariat on Red. And this action has amped up the frequency here in New York City as if it could not get any hyper into place. We got the banquet hall hopping, homie. As another attempted dive by Tangi is missed. Budessa capitalized for a second, but Tangi with that roundhouse kick lays her flat. And now the numbers game comes into play. Tangi and Smokey. We're about to put the boots to Rosetta. And Red stepped in to receive that from Smokey as Tangi goes for the cover. And just like that, party people, it's a wrap.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
The Botany Babes and Tangi get the victory here in the mid-card, showing you our R Diva action is the best. And while they call us
The dopest DFAT on YouTube.
Man, that was a loud match, boy.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
The following is the Money in the Bank ladder match. To win this match, the winner is a superstar who climbs up the ladder and retrieves a briefcase with a contract inside of it to be cashed in over the next year, anytime, any place. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 165 pounds, Joe Bart E. Okane.
You got me the door, eating a snack. Anyway, Chuck Warriors are in the building. Carrying out 8 men. Open contract.
Representing the Geeks from London, England, weighing in at 188 pounds, Roman Baker!
A new look Rory Breaker. The other one looked a little bit too much like me. Anyway, this one got an afro. Him and his buddy make up the team. The non-select guy. He represents the guys. Always ready that do not have the 6'6". Not 6
180 pounds, Little Dicky Simpson.
That's right, party people. Little Dicky Simpson in the house. Teammate of Roy Baker. Which means we have the making of a monumental matchup. All these spices in the recipe to give you what you need. New York City is your ass ready for this one. Here on your
And
Sunday.
from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 288 pounds, Little Marco.
All hail to the yes, my favorite to win it all. Little Marco in the building, won his way in Friday night by defeating everybody in his path. And he is set in his position and taking his opportunity, making the most of it. Little Marco, one of our rising frequency holders here, has made his way up to the main roster. And hopefully you get to see the Gentle Giant in action. But Lord knows that this man's got one hell of a mean streak.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
Like the football mode.
And representing the Villagers from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Dawn and Omega.
Did I mention that this dude is my favorite to win it all too? I can't pick everybody anyway. Domino Vega. In his last contest against Chief Neo Show, one-on-one, fell flat against the then Devil's Blood champion. And if you've been tuning in on this one, you know that the Chief has vacated the Devil's Blood Championship, which is now being rocked by Zach Wolfensteiner, who then brought his ass in here talking crap to me about his homeboy having a title
This
matchup
is a
tonight.
DJ Soul Search production.
I don't like having my hands tied. I'm not into bondage anyway.
And from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, Alley Cat.
Down to the yes, Alley Cat in the building, the fire. Foxy Furry on the phone. Placing his band of Furry Fury here in the near future. Alley Cat got some posse coming to the program, y'all. So we're gonna be invaded by a flurry of furries. We gotta love them furries, boy.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
And speaking of weird individuals, this bitch, he's not weird, he's eccentric. Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
representing Team Bring It from West Hollywood, California, weighing in at 223 pounds, Mitchell Bay.
my man Mitch in the building, man, he didn't make it in Rising Frequencies. And when I was getting ready to cut him, he told me this. He said, you ain't heard the last of me. I am Mitch made, not bitch made. So you know what? I set him down. I said, here, take this contract, son. That was one hell of a line right there. So we gonna put him on display here at high noon. And see if he's gonna be the one to win it all and walk out of here with that briefcase. Mitch Bay in the building.
And representing the Chick Magnets from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Team Broad Love Lady.
And like I do about this time when him or his partner walk to the dang old ring, ladies, contain yourselves. favorite to win. Everybody's my favorite to win. I don't care who wins. Let's do it. This was probably going to be a little bit reactionary on me, man. I'm running out of voice. And I still haven't made my decision on another matchup. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, we were talking about my favorite. My favorite to win this one for real. It's not even going to be a bold question. I'm not even going to subject myself. Who's going to win this matchup? Excuse me, got to get my levels right. Anyway, little Marco, my favorite to win it all. On his face, black. That little Dicky is kicking the crap out of him. The little man focusing in on the big gentle giant. And once again, we like to ask you to engage with us. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. After all, you know the rest. One hell of a contest indeed thus far. And thank you for all the engagement, all the views you've been giving us on the channel the last week. We hitting them. All we need is a tad bit more consistency. And thank you to those who have rocked with us thus far and who have stayed in this one. Could you want to stick around and see if your GM is going to hit y'all with another match or not? All I know is, depending, I had a length of this match to make my final decision. Because as I look around, I don't see too many guys that I can put in a matchup that haven't been involved in action thus far today. So I'm wondering who's hanging around. Anyway, Mitch. Reaching deep into the top. And Love takes down a number of non-select guys. And Jabari focusing on Mitch. And T-Ron comes and knocks the ladder over, and Mitch is suspended in the air and gets him. An electric chair drop for hanging around. T-Ron, my favorite to win. I'm a good change of people, man. Anyway, if I did have a favorite, I think it'd be Jabari. Jabari would be my favorite pick. Coming back off of an injury, not even 2 months ago. It would be only fitting for him to win an open contract ladder match when he got injured in a ladder match. Talk about poetic justice. Rewriting the narrative. So yeah, Jabari is my guy. And needless to say, today my record has been abysmal in picking picks. Little Marco off of the dang all roast with a miss over Rory. Rory too quick for that one. And the gentle giant hit to the stomach. I wonder the non-select guys. Rory setting up. Hold on a second. Little Marco with a swing blade and downs. Rory breaker. Alley cat to the top. Hanging in the balance and Rory brings him back down to earth. Mitch going absolute loco out there throwing ladders at folks. Mitch ain't no punk. Don't get it twisted, says Nick. As nobody paying attention to Alley Cat, even the dang old commentator. And Alley Cat has climbed to the top of the ladder. And just like that, party people, it's a wrap.
This is a DJ Soul Search
on
production.
the floor walks out with an open contract briefcase, big baby.
Here's your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank,
Who in the heck saw that one coming? Alley Cat with the victory. Keeping everybody's behind around here. Well, they was locked up. Alley Cat was scaling the ladder to become Mr. Open Contract. Whole lot of upsets, whole lot of surprises around this joint in this one. And after careful deliberation, I have decided that we gonna have a championship match next week. Yeah. Or next time we go on. We ain't gonna have one now. Psych! Anyway, I found two wrestlers that were hanging around the back. Or should I say, Cletus told me two that were hanging around the back, and we got a matchup for you. Right and easy, Big Beezy. Let's do it. My bad, not trying to rupture your eardrums or anything like that. We getting ready to get into this match, and here are the two guys that I found to throw them into a match. It ain't this dude.
following
This is the
contest
referee,
is
the
a
Black Russian
special
Victor
guest
Sokolov.
referee match, and is for the Extreme Alliance Zone Men's Championship. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Black Russian Victor Sokolov.
Yeah, and if you know the story about this dude, y'all know it. We found him encased in a block of ice like Captain America, and his ass is like 2,200 years old. Proof that black people once walked the continent of Russia. Victor
This is a
Sokolov,
DJ
our
Soul Search
referee.
production.
And the participants, first representing the Villagers from Manila, Philippines, weighing in at 173 pounds, Ray Akamoto.
And to the ESR analytics show that we have a big following of viewers coming out of the Philippines, so you know we gonna put the Philippine phenom in the main event here today. Ray Saka, former manhood champion and also former tag team champion. Business has just picked up. And his competitor got this match
And
out
his opponent
via
from
writing from his
Tacoma,
manager.
Washington, weighing in at 279 pounds, the Hunter Tyson Watts.
Tyson Watts did this season to be a two-time champ. Around these parts, so is Ray Saka. Both guys coming up in this trying to be manhood. King of the block for the second time in their careers. Let's get it. All right, y'all. In traditional fashion, we didn't say anything during the entrances, so I can save my voice for the closing words. Anyway, Vacant. Mad Hood Championship, a reluctant matchup. Wolfensteiner has a way with words, and he's convinced me into giving him this one. All right, party people, the bell tolls. 2 former champs. In fact, 2 out of the last 3 to hold the belt before Killer T. And before it was vacated, Saka and Tyson Watts. The Wolf has been behind the scenes working with Tyson Watts and getting him back in championship form. But as it stands right now, you can't tell it, as Saka has Tyson on the ropes and goes for a pinfall. Sokolov there, and it's only a 2 count. The Black Russian, in effect, one of our best officials, as another pinfall is attempted. And it's only a 2 count. One of our best officials on the roster. One of the few who haven't had a skirmish while on this brand. Ray trying to make short work of Tyson. 2 count. The Wolf cheering his client on to wake up and get into this contest, as Saka is hitting him with everything except for the kitchen sink. And Ray goes for another one on Tyson. And once again, a near pinfall in this vacant title matchup. No one has gained momentum, or should I say Ray has gained momentum and has not relinquished it to Tyson at all in this contest. But you know how it is. My words are timely. They always come with me eating them, as Tyson Watts goes for the cover on Ray. It's a 2 count, mirroring his opponent in his earlier attempts to put Tyson away. Tyson with the inverted Russian leg sweep and goes for the cover. And just like that, Tyson Watts makes short and quick work of Saka. In our main event, will there be a cash-in? Well, no cash in thus far, so I guess Tyson Watts walks out of this event the brand new Mad Hood champion. The 2-time, count them 2-time, kudos to Tyson Watts and the Wolf for bringing him along. And I don't like having my hands tied, but at least one good thing came up out of this matchup. We have ourselves a brand new Mad Hood champion as a result of said matchup. So I'm loving the way that it went down. Keeping it funky for you. Next on the menu, sub-loving big baby. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Ladder Madness Open contract playoffs. And remember, we are the home where every view is viral and we feel we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, it is deeply appreciated. And remember, every day above ground is a good day because you're here on the planet, able to fight through your adversities and carve yourself a brand new reality in this effed up world that we living in. So until next time, party people, we will see you then. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to Ladder Madness Open Contract Playoffs.